For a quarter of a century, the Roman Empire had been rocked by the chaos of incompetent rulers, rebellions, and the army's growing autonomy. Heliogabalus, with his excessive indulgence and attempt to change the state religion, failed to meet the expectations of his grandmother, Julia Maesa. Recognizing her mistake, Julia Maesa quickly reorganized and proposed her second grandson, Alexander Severus, to the Senate and Praetorian Guard as the new emperor. The candidacy was accepted with enthusiasm. When Alexander arrived at the Senate meeting, he was met with overwhelming reverence and praise. "O divine one, may the gods grant you immortal life. In thee is salvation, sacred and holy one. In thee all things, through thee all things," exclaimed the senators, greeting the 13-year-old emperor. It is astonishing how these distant times echo our enlightened and democratic era. In one day, the Senate conferred upon the new princeps the lifetime titles and offices of Augustus, proconsul, tribune, and father of the fatherland. Severus modestly refused only the title of the Great. Why such haste? It's simple. By this time, the legionaries were already accustomed to declaring emperors and then justifying it by saying, "We didn't know there was already an approved emperor." To prevent such arbitrariness, the Senate hurried to give Alexander full legitimacy. Despite his young age, Alexander was a judicious young man, having received an excellent education from the best teachers. His prudence was reflected in his administration, much of which was guided by his mother, Julia Maesa. Under his rule, corruption and the whims of dishonest judges were curbed, and he executed military tribunes who stole from the soldiers. It was said that when Severus saw an official thief or bribe-taker, he became so enraged he lost the power of speech, his face blotchy with anger. For such men, the only sentence was, "Crucify." He did much for the common people, reducing taxes, prices, and the interest rates of moneylenders. He increased the distribution of bread and meat. Severus strengthened morality in society and discipline in the army, which earned him the family nickname Severus, meaning severe. His death after 13 years of rule can be considered a tragic accident. In the year 233, Alexander set out to lead the legions into Upper Germany to oppose the Alemanni, a Germanic alliance of tribes. The emperor's tent in the camp was broken into, and legionaries recruited in Gaul stabbed him and his entire retinue to death. The reasons vary. Resentment over harsh discipline, a misunderstanding, perhaps he spoke too harshly to a fiery soldier, or an attempt to resolve the conflict with the Alemanni peacefully. Most of the army mourned his death, and the killers were immediately executed. After this, the period of soldier emperors began, when for 50 years, dozens of rulers flashed by, many of whom sat on the throne for only a couple of months.